So yeah, there we go. Now I got some sound. So let's get some volume on this video too, because it would be nice if we could all hear this. So
repeat what you thought I said. Repeat what I said.
How about Thelma and Louise?
okay, let's see.
That was a pretty interesting friendship, no?
Did you see how polite he is?
Bell Stereo, maybe?
Thelma?
Lilo and Stitch.
Don't worry.
Is that nope? That doesn't do anything.
I like Robbie and Michelle. That was
Robbie and
Does that do anything? Nope, that doesn't do anything either.
Me too.
I like that.
How about that? Nope, that doesn't do anything. How about that one? Nope, that doesn't do anything either.
Yes. The adventure begins.
How about default? Default doesn't do anything? Monitoring devices out, VT4. So, let's do VT4.
Did Margot Robbie really
Nope,
ask us if we were
nothing there.
Very few questions in life.
I'm having
this
trouble with
obvious,
this
sister. Bring on
stupid
tattoos
thing.
and tinsel already. Here's what we know about birds of prey.
If,
After her breakout performance in Suicide Squad when Harley quit on the map, there was no question that Robbie would get her
Okay.
own vehicle. Although there
okay, this is not good. Because I should be able to, I mean, you should be able to hear, this stuff. And this is bullshit. All of the birds and beasts agree. He has the frown philosophy. And so why can't we do little things to help them? Why can't we? Boop-a-doop-a-doop, boop. And I have no freaking sound. How can I not have sound? I've tried everything. And according to this, I don't have any sound. So what happens if... Wait a minute. I just had a thought. I wonder... No. Let's try this thing again. And this time, when we interact,
have been some questions about the title.
let's see if
Birds
we
of Prey and the
can pull up
Fantabulous
this
Adventures of One Harley Quinn.
other
It's not a
video.
very serious movie. Birds of Prey makes it sound very serious. And then that kind of, that's a bit of that's kind of like Holly adding her, like, hey, Tamara, I'm interested.
This spin-off is also technically a sequel, picking up with Harley after the events depicted in Suicide Squad and before whatever will take place in Suicide Squad 2. Plot specifics remain under tight wraps for a character who first appeared in the DC Universe back in 1992.
That doesn't do anything for
That's
me.
when we first met Dr. Harleen Frances Quinzel, MD, a
Select
board-certified and
input
certified
device.
psychiatrist in the Batman animated series.
What are you looking at?
Here in Gotham, Harley fell fast for this resident lunatic and made a few gal pals, Black Canary, the Huntress, and Renee Montoya, nicknamed the Birds of Prey.
Yeah, Birds of Prey.
Foursome made the leap to live action for a season on the WB in 2002, before DC set the wheels in motion for the highly anticipated reboot with this all-female super crew. In the upcoming Warner Brothers flick, the Birds are out to save Cassandra Cain, one of the OG Batgirls, from an evil crime lord by the name of Black Mask. Historically, Harley has always been here for Bay, which was the case in Suicide Squad, but leaked photos from the Birds of Prey set make it seem like she's finally putting her dysfunctional relationship with Puddin behind her.
Why so serious?
Could this mean a movie without a Joker? Leto, Phoenix, or otherwise? Too soon to tell. But we do know that Poison Ivy and Catwoman will not be in on the fun. Margot Robbie has been attached since day one, a project that was put in development before Suicide Squad even hit theaters. Clearly, the studio knew they had something special in the girl who can make Wall Street look this appealing and the world of figure skating look this unglamorous. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who proved she was game for some very bad behavior in season 3 of Fargo, won the role of the Huntress in September of 2018 and looks pretty badass on set. When Winstead was toe-to-toe with Selena Meyer on Veep. Ewan McGregor is playing the film's villain, Black Mask, which marks the first time that the Scottish actor has appeared in a superhero movie after all these years. Not that Obi-Wan should have any problems. Working closely with Black Mask is serial killer Victor Zsasz, who's being played by Chris Messina, with a hairdo that won't betray the comics. Helming the project
Now I got down. What the hell was that all about before? No. That was weird. So let's get some musica. Let's get some musica in here. Musica, that's what you have when you have lots of cows. You have moose. This is kind of interesting. Yeah, that's kind of cool. See this chiptune. Let's see what that's about. It sounds like it came off the computer. Yep. No, I don't like that. I don't hear any sound off this light. Oh, it has 0 seconds worth of material. Hype. Whoa. That's that 80 techno crap. Okay, I can live without the 80s techno crap. So we got ambient pop. That's not bad. I'm using a program called Pretzel Music. Doesn't give you a lot of choices. But it's not bad. Yeah. Get down with the bad sound. Nice sax. That was very good sax. It was good for me. Was it good for you too? It's all smoke. You smoke angry stuff? Don't know. Never looked. This is called Hit Your Mom. Whoa! strong passwords, I guess, until we. There's only two more it could be. And nothing worked at all. Well, I'm at a loss. I don't know. But the advantage is that we can open it in the browser. Oh, what's it? Appearance. That's what I want. I don't seem to have any options for appearance. And stuff So if I wanted to show you how to chat with me, I should be able to go. And that did not work. Try that again. Yeah, there we go. So, I don't seem able to get much of anything done today because there is still much to be done trying to get this stream ready. But I'm going to chat. And chat on going at least 2 hours. By the way, if you come into Discord, by the way, software is free, don't cost anything. Just go to the channel here. And you'll be put into a chat-only channel, okay? That's where basically you get welcomed into the channel. And right next to the channel, you'll see a little thing with a speaker for the channel. Go in there. It says like stream chat or something like that. Go in there and you can talk and I can hear you and we can have a nice conversation. At least we hope it's a nice conversation. It could be a perfect conversation. So perfect, you know. So perfect that I don't have to withhold military assistance to your country. You do have a country, don't you? No? Well, go get one. And then I can withhold military assistance. That's pretty easy because I don't have a gift to pay. Yes, I just said, you know. I need to be famous. I need the publicity. Yeah. is that, you know, Google owns YouTube. They also own Twitch. So if you're streaming to Twitch and you're taking information from one platform and you're streaming it on the other, Google kind of frowns on that. Yeah, they like Twitch content everywhere. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm pausing so much, I'm eating strawberries. No, they're not bad. Awful big, so they're a little dry. But they're not bad. This makes me think of that music that was in the Fifth Element. Maybe it's because of the beat. You know, the scene where she goes to fight all those guys and beats them up in time with the music. I could see this music being used for that. Zombie Dinosaur LP. Okay, this is called Frozen Voices by S-A-N-D-R. Sand Doctor? Don't have to wait. No. Most people make you wait. But there's nobody here. So I'm not really caring if you somewhere. Let's go somewhere, now the stream title is what? The stream title is Night Watch. So I'm gonna close this thing on chat just in case somebody walks in. Minimize this thingy here. And somewhere here we have Discord. Hello. Oh, it's better than something else. 2 and 3 were. But, you know, as long as I'm dreaming, we called the show the Stream of Thought, or no, Stream of Consciousness. That's what it is. With apologies to James Stewart. It's a Stream of Consciousness show. If you're conscious, streaming it. Okay. So, I think I'm about tired of this music. Yep, definitely tired of this music. So let's turn this music the hell down. And now I can hear myself think a little bit. I hope I can. I hope I can. Now, you see, it's now they're just repeat. They must have like 5 songs that they play on loop. Forests of Wonder by Approaching Nirvana. Oh, I was starting to wonder if we were going to hear anything. Okay, that's slow and boring. Let's have something else. Got something else going. Great. Well, that sounds like crap. I'm not impressed. Holiday music. Christmas with Cox by Drummer Boy. D-R-U-M-U-R boy, because you can't spell drummer. Well, that was boring, but at least I have the advantage of being pointless. Oh, that's right, chip tune. That seems to be nothing but 80s techno crap. Oh, that makes me feel so sad. Let's try something that's mixed. Well, apparently mixed doesn't have anything good either. EDM. What's EDM? Pass on that. Okay. This is interesting. This is Heroes by the Diabolical Waffle. I mean, we've all seen those waffles. We know they're plotting something, and it's diabolical. And it comes out as music, and here's the music. Or what's at the end of it? Nope. There's more. It's just slow as mud, that's all. Let's try something more upbeat. upbeat, not manic. Yeah, I think somebody taught me what the word upbeat means. Upbeat means like happy. That wasn't happy, that was manic. Well, this is just not going to do. So, let me see. I have been on for how long? Almost an hour now. And I have bored myself to tears. So, I think what I'm going to do tonight is, I think that I'm going to, hang it up and slip on out of here with a hoochie 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 and a chup chup chup. Because, these movies, well, they just would not let me. Well, let's take a look at some of the other movies coming soon to a movie theater near you. 1917, Just Mercy. 1917 got a lot of awards, and I'm sure that we all saw they did well at the Golden Globes. And we have been bombarded with all these damn commercials. So let's look at Just Mercy, because I don't know about you, but I have no bloody clue what that's about.
Have you ever been a nanny?
How hard can it be? Your friends must love it here.
I have no friends.
What happened to your last nanny?
Like I'd tell. Patrine.
Turning, rated PG-13.
Turning. She's a miniature vampire? What?
It is ordered, adjudged, and decreed that Walter McMillan is to face death by electrocution.
It's my dad, sir.
Sit down, young man.
John, won't you sit down now? He ain't do nothing wrong.
Please, Judge, hold on 1 second.
I won't say it again. Sit down.
Not if you gonna kill my dad for no reason. You killing my family, sir, you!
That looks like the South.
They convicted an innocent man. I was always taught to fight for the people who need the help the most.
You don't know what it is down here. They ain't got to have no evidence.
How many of you all were with Walter that morning?
You ain't quitting, is you?
Oh,
No,
that's
sir.
Jamie Foxx.
We all with you.
So talented.
I don't want my son growing up knowing his mom stopped doing what was right just because she was scared.
This man, if he hasn't
I think we could build a case strong enough to bring them home. And I'm not gonna stop until I've done that.
Let's get to work.
We with you. We all with you.
Your life is still meaningful. And I'm gonna do everything possible to keep them from taking it.
Wow, that looks like a good movie.
Chi-Chi, would you answer the door and don't be friendly?
You can talk to animals.
Yes. Hello, Maddie. Hello, Luck. Doolittle, rated PG.
Well, that Just Mercy looks really good. I'd like to see that. Like I said, you know, Jamie Foxx hasn't.
How do you
gotten
keep
at least-
doing it?
Let me pause this a second. If Jamie Foxx hasn't gotten at least 3 Oscars already, there's no justice in the world. That's all I got to say. because I mean I saw him go from Ray Charles. I mean, to the point where, I thought that they had gone out in a couple of those scenes and just dug the man up for the scenes. I mean, he was literally on that level of good. And that takes a lot, to play somebody who's been on television and what have you. And everybody knows what he looks like and how he acts and how he sounds like. And to sell it to the point where you actually start to think, well, maybe this is the guy, Now that's freaking talent, That's talent. But he should have gotten an Academy Award for it. And he went from that to Django Unchained. Completely different character, just night and day. Just bam, just boom, I mean, that's an actor. I mean, that's the definition, to me, of actor, to make you completely believe that they are whoever the hell they're supposed to play. That's a freaking actor. And if he does half as well in this new movie, Just Mercy, as he did in those other two, then they should just give him all the Oscars, because he's, as far as I'm concerned, he's earned at least 3 Oscars already. Well, at least 2 that I know of. And, I mean, he is just amazing. Yeah, those kind of actors, I can count on one hand and have fingers left over the number of actors I think of as highly as I think of Jamie Foxx. There's Jamie Foxx because, of Ray Charles. Bryan Cranston because he did Lyndon Johnson in the HBO film All the Way. And he was, he was so good. I swear, he had the accent, he had the mannerisms and everything. He was just amazing. I didn't like the idea, the person that they chose to play Martin Luther King in that, though, because Martin Luther King was really a big guy, and I don't care how good an actor you are, okay, you can't be a guy of small frame and make people forget. Well, maybe people who have never seen him, but people like me who grew up listening to him on the radio and seeing him, we remember what he looked like, and you can't pawn off somebody who doesn't look like him, Now, there's other actors who have played him who I thought would have been better, in All the Way, but they didn't choose them for some reason. Anyway. Let's get back to this, video. This is, I don't know what this is.
I do my job.
These next 24 hours are crucial. Anthony's defense attorney has already asked for a reprieve from the governor's office.
You want to play as good guys and bad guys. And I'm one of the bad guys. I give these men respect. All the way through.
Oh, I've seen her before, too. She's good.
I want to share a bed with my wife.
Wait a minute. Wasn't she in a Marvel movie? Oh, yeah. What was that Marvel movie? Where, what was it? They went into, was it Samuel L. Jackson? Yeah, a young Samuel L. Jackson and somebody else. Oh, Captain Marvel. That's what it was. And they go into this military base, and she was the person. No, I know. She was the one in what was that? The thing, you know, with the where they had the bad guys go to fight the witch, you know. What was that thing? It was a Marvel movie. I can't think of the name of it. Oh shit. That's gonna bug me all night. See, there was one guy called Deadeye who could do like impossible shots with a rifle or pistol or whatever. And there was Harley Quinn who liked to, yeah, she had this scene where she just bashed the hell out of this store with her baseball bat. And the guy says, "Do you have to just destroy everything?" She says, "Yes, we're criminals. That's what we do." I just love that line. Anyway, this woman was the bureaucrat. Not the, oh, you know who the hell it was, don't you? Well, if you don't, remind me. Go look it up and remind me. So, let's continue. Pray, let us continue, shall we?
How long is this going to be going on?
All we want is to be seen and to be heard. It is not over.
Oh, that's Idris Elba. He's got one of those voices that makes me go, holy shit, you know? That really deep bass voice. I first noticed him, believe it or not, when he played a cartoon, Shere Khan. Scared the hell out of me.
I don't know if this is gonna.
Oh, that was in one of the versions of Jungle Book where they made the animals look kind of human, and it was pretty amazing. But yeah, he played the bad guy, the tiger. I didn't know who the hell he was, but I thought to myself, you know, whoever that voice is, I'd never heard of Idris Elba at the time, and had never seen him. But I thought, whoever's doing that voice of Shere Khan, that guy's going to be a superstar. You know, because, you know, the intensity, you know, that comes through. You can't hide that with a cartoon.
To make things better, but I'm trying.
You can't understand. You can't know what it's like. I am alone.
I am going to fight for him right up until the very moment you stick that needle in his arm.
You've given me hope. I can't do this on my own anymore.
I've seen that actor too. God, who the hell is? He's one of those character actors that's in like this film is one of those films that uses a lot of character actors that you've seen in a billion things, but you don't know who the hell they are.
I want to be home.
Warden.
What? It's time. Okay, that's for a movie called Clemency. And, I don't know. Let's take a look at some other stuff. Let's see some of the new TV shows. India TV. I don't care about India television, because I'm not planning to go there anytime soon. Planet Earth is top rated. That's nice to know. Videos. IMDb Originals. They make movies now? Apparently so. But, apparently that's okay. Let's see. Coming soon to a theater near you. Oh, we did that already. Okay. So let's do top box office. And let's start with, well, I don't know if you've seen this Star Wars movie.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
On December 20th, the saga will end.
Hold on! No.
The final battle.
I guarantee you, they will come up with some other stuff, you know? I mean, that's a universe with a lot of bad critters in it. I guarantee you, they're gonna come up with some other critters and some other characters, and it'll be, you know, people going after, I don't know, like bounty hunters, and, you know, because just because you kill the main guy doesn't mean that all of the stormtroopers got away, or all of the those bad guys who were in the tavern in the first movie, you know, they're still around, you know. Nothing says that they got away. So, you know, maybe it's time for the Rebel Alliance, after they take over, to go after all these guys and clean up all the corruption and criminality and such. So let's do that, shall we? But, oh, let's get back to this movie trailer.
Begin. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Get tickets now.
That was it? Shoot, I guess we saw the whole thing. I didn't know that. I thought there was more. Okay. So let's watch something else.
This will be the final word.
That's cool. You know. It's another commercial for Star Wars, obviously.
In the story of Skywalker.
Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Get tickets now.
Get tickets now.
Dr. Dolittle.
Because if you don't get tickets now, somebody else will get them, and you won't get any seats, and that'll suck.
Dr. Dolittle. You can talk to animals.
Yes. The adventure begins.
Is that a dragon? Oh my God!
Doolittle.
So I need to go back.
This will be the final word. In the story of Skywalker.
Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Get tickets now.
Dr. Dolittle. You can talk to animals.
Yes. The adventure begins. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, it's beautiful to die.
Step away from the light! There is no light! I'm alive!
Doolittle.
Well, January 17th. You know, that actually looks like a pretty decent movie. But on January 17th, what is today? Today is the 9th, so that's 9/10. That's 8 days from now. So that's, see, today is what, Tuesday? So it'll be next Wednesday. So next weekend, we have to be sure to all go out to the movies next weekend. Welcome to the world of Dr. Dolittle. All of the birds and beasts agree that he has a profound philosophy. We don't know what the hell it is because the song never told us. But, anyway, let's go back.
Doctor.
And pick something else. So, top box office coming soon. Movie news. Let's see the movie news. Doctor Strange 2. The director dropped out. Well, that's never good. I wonder why. Maybe they didn't ask for him enough money? Creative differences. He didn't like the script. I don't know. The decision was mutual. In other words, they paid him to keep his mouth shut about what he didn't like in the script. Marvel and I have mutually agreed to part ways on Doctor Strange, he says. And this was apparently on a tweet. In the multiverse of madness, due to creative differences, I am thankful for our collaboration and will remain on as EP, that's executive producer. In other words, he's not going to do much more than write checks. And that's basically, I mean, his name is attached, but an executive producer, I mean, other than raising the money, he doesn't do much of anything. Well, I guess he doesn't actually even write the checks. He just kind of sees to it that whoever does get hired, gets the job done, you know? And, and, I mean, he hires the producer who writes the checks and keeps everything on budget. And, usually, the producer and the director come to an agreement to work with each other. And then they hire everybody else. And that's the name of that tune. So, no, I mean, it does not look good. So what else is in Variety? I didn't even know that they had Variety online. So, film news, podcast, reviews, box office events. Let's see. Video trailers. Let's take a look at what they have for trailers. Ooh, is that what I think it is? Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom releases destructive Super Bowl trailer. Ooh, let's check it out.
Do you remember the first time you saw a dinosaur?
Hey, Blue.
We don't really believe it. It's like a miracle.
Wait a minute, didn't the dinosaurs get destroyed? Didn't the dinosaurs get destroyed back in the last dinosaur? The volcano blew up and they left them all on the island, and they all died. What's this? They found another island somewhere?
Something's coming.
It's the T-Rex. It's the T-Rex.
It's not a T-Rex.
Blue, come with me. You know you can't stay here.
Yeah, it's not a T-Rex, but, you know, even though it's not a T-Rex, that doesn't mean that it's a warm and cuddly puppy.
Jurassic World, The Island.
You're all right. Easy, girl.
All of that is in the past.
Am I dead? Not yet, kid.
I want to show you the future.
What is that thing?
They made it.
Blue!
You need to get us out of here.
Yeah.
Ah, I got it. They managed to use the same technology and went up and played mix and match with genetics to create new, weird, and really dangerous monsters. And that kind of sucks. So what's this about Looper? Well, maybe there isn't anything. I don't know. So what other trailers do we have? So it's just for that? What? Actors on actors film? Well, if there's somebody in here to tell me what I should be looking at, I would look at that. Critics Corner. So, Dwayne Johnson's Skyscraper gets explosive first trailer. Isn't that the one where it showed him climbing a 90-story building in like 5 minutes? Which has to have been the most ridiculous thing I ever saw. Oh, and he climbs the last 30 stories without a ladder. Uh-huh. Yeah. We all believe that, right? Yeah. Sure we do. So, let's see. Theater, photos, scenes, voices, all kinds of things here. Actors on actors, power of women. So, see what's news reviews. Let's take a look at reviews. Hunt for the Bone Collector TV review. Now the movie with Denzel Washington was amazing. You know, I always thought that they should have done a sequel to that. But I don't know. Apparently there were lots of books on it, but for some reason they never did a sequel. I thought it was an amazingly good show, though. Lincoln Rhyme, Hunt for the Bone Collector. Yeah, that was the name of the character. So it's an NBC drama played with Russell Hornsby playing the lead this time. It was originally Denzel Washington in the movie, but I guess, well, he doesn't do television. He doesn't have to, you know? I mean, as famous as he is, if he shows up on television, it's, what was that? What? All of the birds and beasts agree that I have a profound philosophy too, but it doesn't involve listening to dogs go on about the fact that they don't like my cat. So, anyway, let's see. Concert reviews, album reviews, new music, any spoken music? Theater. Yes, let us get some culture on this show. Fran Drescher's The Nanny is getting a Broadway musical makeover. They're doing it as a musical? Somebody's desperate for money. Theater just like Mrs. Doubtfire, they're making a musical out of that? No, I don't think I would walk across the street if they were giving away tickets. I mean, they would have to impress the hell out of me. Jerry Herman, the composer of Hello Dolly, Mame, La Cage aux Folles, died, age 88. Well, that's kind of sad. Mame. Mame. I don't know the words, okay? Give me a break. So, let's see, listen, director Tom Hooper explains the surreal spectacle of cats. Well, it looks like they shot the thing on a stage with really good costumes. But, I haven't seen it yet, so we'll withhold judgment until we have. I mean, I've seen the commercials for it, but, what are you gonna do? So I think that's about all we can get out of this, thing here. Politics, what is this? Barack Obama includes Lizzo, Lil Nas X, Bruce Springsteen on 2019 favorite songs list. I've never heard of these other people. Barack Obama's favorite movies and TV shows of 2019. Well, I can tell you mine, and that's really all I care about. So Ivanka Trump who knows nothing about computers or electronics or any of that, is going to be the keynote speaker at the Consumer Electronics Show. Well, that makes sense. I suppose if your dad is rich and the president, you can pretty much get away with anything, including pretending to know something about things that you're completely ignorant about. Let's see, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle step back as senior members of the royal family. I guess they prefer to let somebody else get shot at. Patricia Arquette urged viewers to get out and vote. Well, that's always good advice. It doesn't really work out very well for Republicans when people get out and vote. But, that's probably why they are always trying to rig the system. Spotify is going to suspend political ad sales in 2020. Which makes sense to me because these advertisements are getting increasingly more and more, irritating, annoying. They've turned into more a test to see how much mud you can throw before than about what issues are about. No, if you want to hear about issues, sometimes the only way you can do that is to listen to the people who don't have a snowball's chance in hell of winning. Because, like third parties, what have you. And, but listen to them all. Don't just pick out one because they say what you want to hear. In the catechism it says, the devil whispers in your ear, he tells you what you want to hear, and, the truth is very, very seldom something that's going to be comfortable, so you need to listen to what not just one source says, but many sources. But who has the time anymore? Huh? Who has the time? Podcast voices, news, features. Let's go back to, trailers, I guess. Yeah, let's go back to trailers. Maybe there's something there worth watching. And let's see this thing about Dwayne Johnson.
FBI, show me your hands!
Yeah, definitely seen this movie.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Just a little nervous.
Wow, you look very handsome.
I just don't want to screw it up,
You have been preparing for this meeting for 6 months. You've got this.
Let me ask you guys a question. Daddy loves who?
Me.
Daddy loves who?
Me!
Exactly. Daddy's gonna go make that bacon.
Gross.
Mr. Sawyer, is your family enjoying their stay?
Very much so. They're shocked you gave us the entire floor.
After your security assessment, what do you think of the building?
With all due respect, he's a glorified security guard.
Please.
The Pearl is the tallest, most advanced building in the world. You've built a vertical city, but you've brought with it every single safety and security challenge that I could think of.
We thought this floor was empty.
So did I.
Not only have you brought them all indoors, but you've trapped them 240 floors in the air. No one really knows what would happen if things go wrong. But I'm just a glorified security guard, so what the hell do I know anyway? What's going on?
The 96th floor is on fire.
You're gonna be just fine, I promise you that.
No!
Daddy!
Tell me, how much do you love your family?
If we're gonna get out of here, you're gonna have to tell me the truth.
There's a reason they chose this building.
My family is the only thing that matters to me right now.
Nothing else to watch, then sure. But other than that, I thought it was, it could have been better. So what's this thing's box office do? Box office predictions for 2020. Oh, from surefire hits to potential busts. So, what does Variety say about that? Patrick Stewart on returning to Star Trek. Oh, let's see what's going here. What happened to the sound? Why don't we have any sound? Oh. Watch it from the beginning.
Very awkward. Like I was wearing the wrong underwear or something.
With your return as Jean-Luc Picard, what do you feel you can add to the character now, or what are some elements you're excited to explore with the character now?
It's not so much what I can add to the character, but what the narrative can add to the character. And already we've had some serious surprises when Jean-Luc encounters them, have an impact on him. And these are experiences quite unlike any he would have had on the Enterprise. I suppose there was a certain expectation in the air, but then I reminded myself, because we did one scene in the studios at Santa Clarita, that's all. And then we went out to the wine country north of Santa Barbara for the rest of the week, so it was 2 hours on the set. And I had to make myself remember that the Jean-Luc of 17 years ago was still Patrick Stewart. And the benefit was that Jean-Luc wasn't the only one to have aged. I had. And so I could go hand in hand with that. And it very quickly became fun. There are things I can't do anymore. Jean-Luc could do everything. And instead now, sometimes just bending over is challenging, you know. And so maybe he's become more human than he was before.
What the hell are you doing out here, Picard? Saving the galaxy?
And as we've seen in the trailers, Jean-Luc has a canine companion in the show, Pitbull, I believe, right?
The dog is actually named Dinero. I had asked for a pet. In the last few years, my wife and I have become obsessed with dogs, particularly pit bulls, who are very much a maligned breed, quite unfairly. So I said, I want a dog who's with me all the time, but it must be a pit bull. And one day they brought along Dinero, who is like 80 pounds. And those jaws that they have. But you know, all those jaws do is make their smile even bigger when they smile, which they do all the time. So Dinero hasn't had much to do yet, but I'm hoping we shall see him again.
Tell me how many lights you see.
Oh, that's from the original series.
Yeah. 4 lights!
And then finally, after all this time, is it true that there are in fact still 4 lights?
There's not been a sign of a Cardassian in this first series, and they were the ones who put me through that particular torture. Although the principal torturer happened to be an English actor who I've worked with once, and who I admired beyond words, whose name is David Warner. So I forgave him for hanging me up by my wrists from the ceiling, because I was so proud that it was being done by him.
So we've been online now for this broadcast. Oh, another 15 minutes or so, and we'll
and for the last
2 hours
announcement tonight,
Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker, as best performance by an actor, motion picture drama.
Wow. He gets just
Hi, how are you all
cheap
doing?
announcement. So he gets a cheap announcement. That's all he gets. Oh, that's so sad. So, what are you gonna do about this, huh? Okay, let's have a look at some of the other stuff. Succession cast, full backstage speech at the Golden Globe. These are backstage speeches at the Golden Globe. That's, what? Jennifer Lopez invited Ruth Bader Ginsburg to her concert. Thank everybody who helped with the Australia thing. Bong Joon-ho. I don't know who that is. Anthony Daniels on C-3PO and saying goodbye to Star Wars. What else we got? Would the March Sisters use social media? I have no idea. I don't know who they are. Star Wars cast plays Name That Droid. Shall we all play along?
There's a big government scandal going on that you need to know about it. The government is actually stealing money from unsuspecting property owners. Let me explain. Every day the government forecloses on 3,000 or more property owners because they've fallen behind on their property tax.
That's not stealing, bud. If you owe taxes, then the government has the right to collect. If you can't pay, then they have the right to take whatever. It's like if you owe money if you owed me money, I would have the right to go after anything you own. Your house, your car, your lasagna. Well, maybe not your lasagna. Some things have no value.
Taxes. This amounts to roughly $14 million in tax foreclosures every single day. Let me give you a specific example. Let's say someone doesn't pay taxes for 3 years, which amounts to roughly $22,000 in back taxes and penalties.
It doesn't matter if it's a dollar.
C-3PO.
C-3PO?
Oh, God. C-3PO.
C-3PO.
C-3PO, of course.
Oh, no. Oh, BB-8?
BB-8.
BB-8?
JJ on a napkin drew that. Did you know that?
Oh, no. I don't know that one.
Dio. The name escapes me.
Dio?
Oh, no idea. Dio.
Dio, who's the sweetest ever.
No idea.
You're not helping me.
That's, you got me?
The one that always runs away when Chewbacca rolls at it. No clue.
I don't know the actual name of that droid. It's a mouse droid, that's right.
Oh, the things that are in the corridors of all First Order ships. What's it called again?
That's Imperial.
Inquisitor droid? Close? Inquisitor...
Oh no, these are all great. You're gonna have to skip past these on me.
Imperial droid, yes. Me on a Sunday morning.
Oh, the Gonk droid. That's a gunk, if I've ever seen one.
Gonk droid, my favorite droid.
Oh, he ain't from our planet. Get him out of here. And that's, of course, Brent Spiner. Who's my buddy, Data. The best.
Data. Which is cyborg.
That's a trick.
Come on, Data.
I saw that at Disney's Galaxy's Quest, the DJ in the thingy-majiggy bob, right? Oh no, you're asking the wrong guy.
Do we know?
I should have my kids over here.
I can't, I'm blanking on the names. I know all of
Nazis. Lost in Space? No, what is that?
Oh, DJ Rex. Okay, cool. Right, of course, from the cantina.
Thank you.
I'll take my cash.
You get to go see the movie.
Oh, I get to go see the film. Thank you.
And thank you all for playing. It was fun, but that game is over for now. Let me see. Watchman star Mateen II. Abdul Mateen star something or other. Abdul, I can't pronounce that. Yaha. So he may play Dr. Manhattan in Matrix 4. Now that would make for an interesting combination. Jack Black on the future of Jumanji.
Let's talk about Grammarly. The digital writing assistant more than 20 million people use to connect their ideas to the...
I don't think so.
You told the world that this is actually the 4th Jumanji film. Please explain.
Thank you for bringing up that question. Yeah, a lot of people think we're on Jumanji number 2 because they only count the ones with me and Kevin and Dwayne and the rest.
That's right, the first one used.
But the truth is, way back in the 90s, you got a masterpiece, Jumanji, that started it all off with Robin Williams, Kirsten Dunst, and the rest. Fantastic movie. And then
groundbreaking.
A lot of people don't know that.
It was groundbreaking. I mean, the special effects were not that good, you know. They were what we would look at today and call like the process, part of the process. They didn't have the ability to collect the fur and the skin and things like that. And those things came later. But it was, I mean, for its day, it was groundbreaking in terms of special effects.
There was kind of a sequel called Zathura.
Yeah, Zathura was a thing where there were basically the same kind of a thing as Jumanji. Some kids find a game and they start playing it and they wind up in outer space. So it's basically the same idea as kids playing a game and winding up having they wind up having animals running around their house, you know, rhinoceroses and what have you. So it's just basically the same idea, a magical game that screws with your life.
It's basically Jumanji in space, and it was directed by the great Jon Favreau. Very talented. So then, our first Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, would therefore be Jumanji 3, making this one number 4. I rest my case.
Okay, so what's your pitch for number 5?
I say we go back to space and find out who is responsible for the technology behind the game. This is some very advanced. It's got to be aliens, right? If it's not aliens, it's a super genius like Elon Musk, something like this. Someone's behind it.
You secretly play that character and be the genius behind it, since you're the one who knows the encyclopedic knowledge.
I could be the Wizard of Oz of Jumanji. It's kind of a stretch, though. No, I think we got to get somebody else to do that part.
Last question. This is sort of a holiday film. What would you say is your number 1 holiday film that you have to watch every year?
My favorite holiday film, you know what? It's got to be Elf. Because once again, Jon Favreau, I don't know if I'm saying it right, and Will Ferrell just knocking it out the park.
The humility. You could have said your own movie.
Do I have a Christmas movie? Which one is mine? Oh, the holiday! Obviously the holiday. Nancy Meyers, genius. Let's do this.
Okay. I think I'm gonna wrap this up because, well, nobody's watching. And if you are watching on Facebook or I don't know, YouTube or maybe listening on Discord, I don't know. There's always T-Link, of course. But then bear in mind that you can watch this show at any time. You can come over to Twitch Tuesday through Saturday from 6 o'clock in the evening, but that's Pacific Standard Time. That's Puppet Standard Time for those of you on a first name basis. And I am and the channel on Twitch is just Night Watch 1. That's the number 1. And night is spelled with a K. But you can tell that from the channel, can't you? Basically, it's just Night Watch, and all one word, and the number 1. Not spelled out, but, you know, just the number 1. And look me up and you see the little symbol of the, the moon and the, what do you call it, the little phoenix, you know? Well, that's a symbol of a knight in shining armor that we watch at night, because, well, it's a fantasy. Sort of. Okay, truth be told, the name Night Watch came about when I was playing a character in World of Warcraft called Genko Knight, okay? And, because everybody was adding last names, I thought, well, okay, fine, I'll add Knight, because I wanted the title Knight. Never got it, but still, it would have been cool. Anyway, so I wound up with the name Genko Knight. And then the guild that I was in kind of fell apart. The guild was one that I had started called Night Watch, you know. You know, we were the last best host for Azeroth. We guarded against the corruption of in all towns, foreign and domestic. And basically we were looking for corruption within the within the major cities by the knights that guard the king and whatnot. And we found some. And when we found it, it always turned into a bloodbath. But anyway, that was then, this is now. And the guild fell apart, and basically people on the server started leaving. And I was left with the domain name for Night Watch, which was Night Watch Headquarters, HQ. And I thought, well, let's do something with it. And then I thought, well, let's make it into something that, I could enjoy doing. And I asked some folks to help me put together a video review site, you know, where we could look at movie trailers and whatnot. And that was, well, a month ago, and I'm still waiting for them to come up with those solutions. But meanwhile, I got bored waiting and started fiddling around. Decided, well, let's, you know, do something else. And one thing led to another, and I found out I was streaming and decided to become a streamer. And in the process found out that there is a shit ton of stuff you have to learn. All this before you go on any stream. Now most people when they start up, they stream to just one platform. They'll stream to Twitch or YouTube or Mixer or whatever. Personally, I stream to all of them. So, not that I think anybody's gonna listen, but if they do, there'll be plenty of chances for them to listen. But, that's enough of that song. And so, I'm going to, wrap it all up until tomorrow. Same baddie time, same baddie channel. And we will see you, on the backside. We gone, bye-bye. In 1 minute. I'm trying to make this come out exactly to 2 hours. And we've got roughly about 30 seconds left. So, well, what the hell. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.